Good morning, students. Sairam. Welcome back once again. How are you all? I hope you all are well and safe at your places. Children, today we are going to start a new chapter from the first book, that is New Science Head, and chapter number 11, Force, Work and Energy. Children, in this chapter you will learn about the force, what is force, kinds of force, work, and about simple machines. So children, let's start our chapter. Before that, tell me, if I ask you to move a chair, in how many ways can you move it? You can move it in a four-way, in a forward, backward, side by side. Think of other things you can do every day during which you move things, like opening or closing a door. What do you do to make an object move? You usually push or pull the objects to move. So, when you push or pull the object, it moves in a direction in which you push or pull. So it is called force. So what is force? A push or pull that act on object is called a force. By using force, you can move the object in any direction. So if you want to open a door, so you pull or you push the door. So the pulling or the pushing is known as force. You use force. By using force, you can open or you can close the door. So a push or pull that act on an object is called a force. Children, a force happens when two objects interact. Suppose you are opening a door. So means one object is your door and another object is your hand. When you hold the door, you push or pull, means that time your hand and door are interact. Your door and hand are interact, then only the door can open. So a force happen when two objects interact. That is when one object does something to other. So your hand push or pull the door, then only the door can open or close. So what is force? A pull or push that act on an object is called a force, and a force happen when two objects interact. When force happen when two objects interact, that is when one object does something to the other object. Like your hand push the door, your hand has done something, your hand has pushed the other object, that is door, then only the door is open or it may close. So children, let's see the other example of force. So here you can see the first example of cart. A pull, by pulling a cart it moves, so a pull is a force. Then in the second picture you can see by pulling a table you can move, so again a pull is a force. So force can move an table. Again in the third picture you can see a picture of toy car. So by pushing a toy car, the toy car move. So the push is a force. By applying force, toy car move. So again here you can see the second point, that is when force happen when two objects interact. So here you can see one object is cart and the second object is hand. So when cart and hand interact, then only the force happen, then only a pull cart can pull. Then the second picture you can see of table. So here one object is table and again a second object is hand. When hand pull the table, then only the table is able to move. So the force is create and table move. Again in the third picture, So here again there are two objects by which a force happen, and by applying a force a toy car move. Children, let's see what else can a force do. By using force, what else you can do beside moving object. So by using a force can used to change the direction or position of an object. For an example, when you are playing a badminton, during that a badminton shuttle changes the direction when it hit the racket. So a badminton shuttle changes the direction when you hit it with the badminton. Here you can see the picture. The force is applied. The force can change the direction of a moving object. Here you can see, by using the badminton you can change the shuttle direction by creating a pressure. So by creating a force, so force can change the direction of a object. And force can be used to increase or decrease the speed of moving object, or it can stop the moving object. Here you can see the picture again. A ball stop moving when you catch it. A boy is catching a ball and the moving object is here ball. So a ball stop moving when a boy catch it. So here you can see the force. Force can stop a moving object. Force can stop moving object, or it can decrease the speed of a moving object. Children, it can be used to change the shape of the object. It can be used to change the shape of an object. Again here you can see the picture. The force can also change the shape of the object. Here the boy is making a chapati by creating a pressure on the dough. So the dough change its shape by creating a pressure on it. So force can also change the shape of an object. So here the dough change its shape. The shape of a ball of a dough change when you push it. So by pushing it you can make it into any shape. And another example you can take of clay. So you play with the clay, you make various structure with the help of clay. So you create a pressure. So you create a pressure, or you create a force on clay, and you change that clay into a different structure. So the force can change the shape of an object. Children, then our next topic is the kinds of force. So in this chapter you will learn only two kinds of force. So there are different kinds of force that can act on object. So one is the force of friction, and the second one is the force of gravity. First one is the force of friction, and the second one is the force of gravity that act on an object. So let's see first type of force, that is the force of friction. Children, have you seen what happens when a toy car is pushed? Yes, you have seen that the toy car start moving in a forward direction in which the force is applied. But you have noticed that when a toy car moves, it gets slowed down and then finally it gets stopped after moving some time. So this is happen because of friction. So the friction is the force which act on an object to slow it down. So the force which act on the object to slow it down. It's called the friction or the force of friction. Children, friction is a force that opposes motion. Means it's always act in a opposite direction. Suppose this is a wheel which is moving in a forward direction. So the friction force will always act in a opposite direction, and it will help the wheel to get stop. It will help the object to get stop. So whenever you are moving any object, when you applied a force but it gets stopped after moving some time, so this is because friction. Children, smooth surface causes less friction than the rough surface. If you see here the picture, it is of two surface. This one is of rough surface and this is smooth surface. A girl with the same force moving a toy car on the both surface. Here on the first surface, in the first rough surface, you can see the girl create a pressure force and move a toy car. The toy car move in the forward direction and then it gets stopped very fast in the very little distance. But here in the second picture you can see the girl on the smooth surface apply the same force and move the toy car, but toy car move further as compared to the first picture and then it get stopped. So this show that the friction is very less on the smooth surface as compared to the rough surface. So children, smooth surface causes less friction than rough surface. Children, friction is very important in our daily life. It's needed for us to walk on the surface. Just because of friction, we are able to walk on the surface very easily. Children, you have noticed that on the wet surface, when there is any smooth surface, you are not able to walk properly on that surface, because now you know that smooth surface have less friction. Just because of less friction, you are not easily able to move on the smooth surface or any wet surface. So the friction is very important for us to walk on the surface. Children, then our next type of force is the force of gravity. The force of gravity. Children, when you throw a ball in the air towards the sky, it slow down and stop, then it fall down to the ground. You have noticed this, that when you throw a ball in the sky towards the sky in the air, it slow down. When it's move upward direction, it gets slow down, then it stop and then it fall down to the ground. So this is because a force of gravity. So what is force of gravity? The force that pull objects towards the earth. It's called the force of gravity. You have seen that whenever you throw any object towards the sky or in the air, it always comes down towards the earth. This is because of the gravity. This is because of the force of gravity. Children, the force of gravity keeps you on the ground, and what makes things fall down to the ground. Children, imagine what if there is no gravity on the earth. If there is no gravity on the earth, you will remain floating in the air. You will not able to walk or stand on the surface. So all the objects which is around you and you always remain floating in the air. So that's why gravity is force is very important. The force of gravity is very important, which keeps you and other things on the ground, and whatever things go upward direction in the sky and always fall down to the ground. So this is because of the force of the gravity. Children, then here you can see the example of force of gravity. So the gravity pulls objects towards the earth. Here you can see whenever you throw a ball in the upward direction in the air, it's always come down towards the earth. So this is because of the which force? Very good. This is because of the gravity. Children, then our next topic is work. Our next topic is work. Children, when you use force to move things, you do a work. So what is work? Work is said to be done when an constant force is applied to an object which causes the objects to move in the same direction as the force is applied. So what is work? So work is said to be done when a constant force is applied to an object which causes the objects to move in the same direction as the force is applied. So if you see the picture here, you can see the girl applied a force on a toy car in a forward direction. So the car moved in the forward direction. So here is a work said to be done. So here a work is done. So whenever you apply a force on any object and it moves in the same direction in which you applied the force, then it's called a work. So work is said to be done when a constant force is applied to an object which causes the object to move in the same direction as the force is applied. Children, pushing or pulling a book is easy, but pushing or pulling an heavy table is difficult. So you have to use more force to move the table. So whenever you use more force means you are doing more work in moving any object. So whenever you are moving heavy object like table, you do more work in moving the table than in moving the lighter object like book. So children, today we have learned about the force. What is force? A push or pull that acts on an object is called a force. And you have learned about the two kinds of force. One is the force of friction and the force of gravity. And also today you have learned about the work. What is work? So what is work? When you use force to move things and the thing move in a direction in which the force is applied, then the work is said to be done. So children, for today your homework is you have to learn about the force, kinds of force, and about the work.